energy and a little bit of condition. They threw in some things there that, I wasn't 100% on the coverage. And I think, you know, it's one thing to, get ready for the game and everything, and then when you go play them, it's a little different. It was a bad part on me to not, step up and fix that. I think the first half I was just trying to figure out, okay, like let's calm down. They're making this a really good game. They were making shots, and we weren't doing our job defensively and a little bit of offensively. But in the second half, we kind of, we grouped up in here. We saw what we were doing wrong on film, and we saw it and we adjusted. And I think that's when we had a little bit of spark. We have a habit in the second half to come out stronger and play with more energy and play better. We just have to fix that to start the game with that. We can't afford to get to these really slow starts against teams like Arkansas and whoever. We just can't do that, and that's not the Michigan State way. So going forward, that's going to be our biggest improvement. Start the game, playing good defense, rebounding and running.
That was maybe a theme a little bit last season as well, starting out slow. How do you fix that?
It's really just about focus and getting ready to play. I mean, you just have to, no matter what, things are different, like between, practices and the games, in terms of like scouting and everything, you have to adjust. And the faster you adjust and the more dialed in you are on your coverages and what you're doing offensively, the better. I think sometimes, with it still being early, we kind of go in and we're a little shocked, or we're, maybe not like 100% dialed in. And that's where we as a team got to get better.
Ever been in a game with a 37-6 difference in free throw attempts, and how did that happen?
I don't think so. I mean, we've had some crazy.
Plus 31.
Yeah, last games were a couple pretty crazy with the free throws and everything like that. So, but that just shows you that we got to lock in on free throws. We had some guys, including myself, not be able to make all our free throws, and that's something we really emphasize on, because I think, with the bigs physicality and sealing and posting up, drawing fouls a little bit with our guards getting to the bucket and drawing fouls, we have to be better at free throw shooting. I think that's something that going forward is going to be so important to our success. There was games last year where we won games like straight on free throws, and there might be opportunities where we lose games because we don't make enough free throws.
25-11 difference in rebounds in the second half. Was that addressed heavily at halftime?
I mean, it's addressed all the time, to be honest. I mean, it's part of our motto, like play defense, rebound, and run. And
It wasn't quite like that in the first half, though.
Yeah, I mean, I think with the last two games, us getting out-rebounded by the other team, it's been something that we've been, locked in on making sure it doesn't happen again, because we win by out-rebounding the other team.
Jordan had a series where he passed it in, got it back to him, got it in again.
Love it, man.
What does he give this team?
I love it, man. It gives us a spark. It gives us it gives us the motivation to do what he's doing, to be honest. Watching that from the bench and the sideline, I'm jumping off the floor excited, because that creates a spark. And then when he does that, someone else is going to do it. Someone else is going to do it. And then before you know it, we're going to out-rebound the other team by however many.
Coach, after the game, told us upstairs that he thinks you guys, if you play like this, you get embarrassed on Saturday. Is that something that he told you guys, or is that something that you just kind of understand?
Yeah, I mean, it's honestly, forget the win. We as a team didn't achieve what we wanted to achieve. We didn't do what we were supposed to do. And I think that we all got to, make sure that we, analyze the last couple games, including the exhibition games, and just really focus on what we got to do better as a team. And, we got to get better at defense. I think that was something that really hurt us, and we have to make sure we keep out-rebounding the other team the whole game, not just one half, the whole game. And we have to make sure our offense is flowing. We don't make any bad turnovers. We get into a free-flowing offensive system.
That sequence right before the pass with Jordan, the defense was starting to get it. You had the rebounding off the free throws in that sequence. But then Jeremy gets those steals and then run-outs. And that sequence seemed like it's how you want to play.
That's honestly the standard. Honestly, that's what our identity is. That's what it should be. And it's still early, but that's no excuse to to not be at that standard right now. And that's something that us as a team, every one of us has got to, step up, a bit, and we have to make sure that we're ready for these next couple games because, like everyone knows, our preseason games is no joke, and the way we're playing right now, we're gonna have to change.
Sorry if you're already asked this, but the ball screen coverage in the first half, what from your perspective was kind of going wrong with that?
Yeah, I mean, we in scout we knew that at the high post that one of two things were going to happen, and there was confusion on what was actually happening and in real time, and that's kind of what screwed us up. And then at halftime, watching it on film a little bit and seeing what was actually going on, it allowed us to, in the next half, to do a better job. And plus, they have a system where they send screens for the four-man, which is something not a lot of teams do. And with a lot of new guys on our team, we've been working all week on the ball screen for the four-man. Him going under and whatever. But we had an in-game experience, and we're gonna be here all day watching film, learning from it, and making sure that doesn't happen again.
On the free throws, is there kind of maybe a small psychological aspect to it when they're not falling, so they kind of like you can kind of feel tension in the crowd, like they're not going down right now?
For the immature, maybe. Like, I think the free throw thing is just something, like it just rattles in and out sometimes, and we just it's all about the reps. The confidence comes from repetition, and the more reps you get off the court in practice, morning, noon, night, whatever, the more confident you're going to be. I think there's a couple free throws today where I shot it just kind of rattled in and out. If I get down about it, I'm going to miss the shot and be down about it. But if I look towards the next shot, try to get another one and make it, it's going to be better. I think obviously is different, shooting in practice, getting how many reps up and in games. But it's all about confidence at that point. I mean, yeah, so maybe it is a psychological thing, but it's all about confidence, knowing that you've done it however many times you practice it. There shouldn't be any psychological. It should be confidence. Be like, hey, I'm gonna step up and make this. No question.
So Tom was up there saying